Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
So now it's 2nd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. To the air, it's Duggan. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They go to the ground. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
The inside handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Back to pass. It's Webster. Pulls it in. It's Frederick. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move to keep running. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Give to the running back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Going with the counter play here. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's trying to get it in. And he's in for the touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Flips it out on the screen. Quick step and go. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Brings up third down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Duggan. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Keeps it on the draw. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Right back to the well. Got some room after the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Using his legs, it's Chase. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Webster. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line. Brings up second down.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
3rd down coming up.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At the 48-yard line. Second down coming up.
The receiver on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Dropping back, it's Duggan. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
From the 30-yard line on first down. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
3rd down coming up.
They've been really good moving the chains on third down. Now 1 yard away from another first down in this drive. They'll try to sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go, high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the first down.
Running to the left. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Back to pass, it's Duggan. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Snags a quick pass on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Leaves it with the back. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, third and short on their own side of the field. They try to run and get it, but just not physical enough up front. Now it sets up fourth down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Finds his tight end.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quick handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Using his legs, it's Hancock. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. He's going to throw deep right side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Finds some room. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. To the air, it's Duggan. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking to fire. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs, because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Webster. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle, it's Frederick. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
He wants to throw it again. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the handoff. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're going to run it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Here comes the offense on second down. Right back to the well. Running into the open space. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. And you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Looking for a man. It's Duggan. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Here's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Offense facing fourth down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense, shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll try the run. Creates a little room. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Racing to the right. And he will house it.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
At the 22-yard line. Second down coming up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Frederick. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To throw, it's Duggan. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. Oh, what a move. He's past the 30. Well, the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The option look. Now the pitch. Makes his man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. Will replay the down. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw, it's Webster. The quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Power football with the run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Duggan. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner is stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give on the option. Oh, he's got a chance. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Lining up to convert third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Just feeds the running back. Looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Wants to throw. It's Webster. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. The give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Well, the good news is you got the 1st down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Find some fresh air. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Duggan. Under fire. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Converts on 4th down, still going. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Under fire. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He wants it all. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Duggan. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this.
Turning it on! He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.